Hello and welcome everyone to KIN 353. This is Care and Prevention of Athletic Injuries. My name is Dr. Charles Ramos. I will be your instructor for this course, and I just wanted to take a little time to introduce myself and just give you some background about myself and also about the course. So I studied at Cal State Fullerton, where I received my bachelor's and my master's in kinesiology with a focus on clinical exercise science. I concurrently did my athletic training program with my master's. So I was doing both of those programs together. And soon after that, I became certified as an athletic trainer. And 3 years ago, I decided to pursue a terminal degree. So I decided to enroll in the Doctorate of Health Sciences program at A.T. Still University in Mesa, Arizona. And it took me 3 years to complete, where I completed my academic research project and finished my research to complete my degree. The topic of the research that I did throughout the 3 years in that program was on cross education, which I will probably get into later on in this course, but just to kind of give you in a nutshell, what it is about is training one side of your body. So, for example, your left arm, if you train that side and you didn't train the right side, the strength gains and muscle mass that you gained on the left side would transfer over to the right side. And it's not very pertinent to healthy populations, but to populations that are going to be injured, that are going to be immobilized for a long period of time. It's very relevant because if you don't get to use your arm for, let's say, 4 weeks, you're going to lose a lot of muscle mass and strength. So through this study, I wanted to demonstrate that you could transfer strength even if you weren't using one limb. And I was able to get significant results. And then I also did a presentation at an athletic training conference to kind of give some background on that topic. As far as my work background, soon after I was certified from Cal State Fullerton, I spent 2 years with St. Joseph Hospital, and I was contracted out to Disneyland. So I worked as an athletic trainer, helping the cast members, and I also worked at a private high school in Newport Coast. And soon after that, I got hired at California Baptist University, and I've been working there as an assistant athletic trainer, and I've worked with several sports. And 4 years ago, I started also teaching courses as an adjunct. Some personal background: I've been married for 13 years. We have 2 kids, a 9-year-old boy and a 5-year-old daughter. I go to Inland Christian Church in Ontario. As far as my hobbies go, I like to jog, weightlift, I like to golf, and I like to read as well. Okay, so let's go over the class just to kind of give you a big, like a macro perspective of what this course encapsulates. So, first of all, you want to make sure that you go through the learning activities and that you understand what is required of you. And this begins by reading the syllabus in week 0. So make sure that you go to the learning activities and go to week 0. You're also going to get a lot of resources that are going to help you write your papers and create your projects. Just some keys for success. I've been in the position that you are in, which means that you have a full-time job or a part-time job, and you're also going to school. You're doing this online, so you have a lot of things on your plate, and that makes it very difficult to keep track of everything. So from what I've learned, preparation, organization, and participation in these courses is very key. I think if you do each of those things, you're going to be successful in the course. You're going to gain a lot of insight into, what the content that we're trying to deliver, and you're going to be able to, recall and memorize a lot of this information a lot better. So that means documenting when your assignments are due. Make sure you put that in your calendars, whether that be an actual paper calendar or on your iPhone or your smartphone, whatever that may be. Make sure that you have reminders on there That's going to help you out a lot so that you can kind of start preparing early. And that's the next point, which means you have to start your assignments early. You have to get started on those at the beginning of the week, if not the week before, to make sure that you turn them in on time. And that will relieve, I'm not saying you're going to be a lot more, that you're going to be completely stress free, but you're going to prevent yourself from adding even more stress than you already have. Lastly, you want to ask questions. Make sure that if you don't understand something about the assignment, or a certain concept is not making sense to you, make sure that you email me, call me. Um, Also, talk amongst yourselves. There's some people that capture the content right away, and they understand what the assignment is about or what the weekly readings are discussing. So you may talk amongst yourselves and discuss the topics of the week. But of course, you're always going to have access to me, so make sure that you're asking plenty of questions. And here are the graded assignments. So this is what makes up your grade. Just to kind of give you a big picture of how you're going to be graded and the assignments that you have to complete. It all comes down to these assignments right here: 2 reflections, 4 assignments, 5 quizzes, 1 final exam, 3 critical assignment preparations, and finally the critical assignment. As it pertains to these assignments, you want to make sure that you are aware of the late policy. Everything is due on Sunday by midnight, except for the reflections. Those are, part of them are due on a Thursday night, and then the other portion, which is your response to your classmates, is due on Sundays at midnight. Everything else will be due Sunday at midnight. Everything that you turn past midnight will be noted as late. And make sure that you read over the late policy that I put on there, so you understand, like, if you have a lot of commitments that prevent you from turning it on time, at least you know, okay, what percentage are you going to be missing once you turn it in late. Okay, and that's all I have for you. I wish you guys the best. I know you guys are going to do great. This is a fun course. You get to learn a lot of cool concepts and get to see a lot of interesting injuries and things that happen along with sports. So I wish you the best and good luck. Talk to you guys later.